This game, Galvatein Adventurers Guild. I went diving and I saw this game and it looked interesting. And you know I like Adventurers Guild kind of games. Let me set the stream title. There's a colon in the name of the game that is not on that screen. Whatever. Okay, so I think the Adventurers Guild genre is a genre that has not found its Stardew Valley or its Hades, so it's like backpack battles yet. It hasn't found its defining game of that genre yet, but there are a few games kind of poking at it, and hopefully, I think it is a genre. It's not a very big one, but I think I know that we've both talked about making a game in that genre, right? Like there is something. It's a theme, yeah. I think it could be a genre as well. Like kind of a sub. I think a good game in that theme could spawn a lot of other games in that theme. There are a couple games that kind of fit the mold, like Our Adventurers Guild. That game it's already launched and it's for some reason it's overwhelmingly positive. The last time I looked at it, it's not a very good game though. But I think there's still room for more games within this theme. And if a good enough game comes in that theme, it can spawn a genre of its own. Kind of management game, kind of. But also in the Fantasy Adventurers Guild kind of setting. So yeah, anyway. Maybe this will be the game. We'll see. Galvatein Adventurers Guild. Look at this apostrophe here. It's Adventurer apostrophe S here, and Adventurer S apostrophe here. Not a good look. What are the options? Okay. Can you not go any higher? Sure. I mean, you're full screen, so it doesn't make a difference. Main menu. New episode. Let's go. The current demo version uses AI translation, so some expression may be awkward. In the official version, the text will be provided with proper translation. Taigi. That's fair enough. They're doing a demo to the children who will live in the future. As long as they actually do a proper run through with official proper translation after, that works for me. To the children who will live in the future, the era of peace you enjoy. Never forget that it was built upon the noble sacrifice of heroes. When an unprecedented calamity swallowed sky, land, and all creation, and people came to believe that self-destruction was the only form of rest, there were those who lit the primordial light at the vanguard of deepest darkness. The world called them the Galvatein, shining with brilliant golden light. Let us bury the pain of our history deep within our hearts, and pass on the budding sprouts of peace to the next generation. May they take root as the firm foundation of this peaceful age. Thus I swear to become the chronicler of the hero's resistance, and a final editor who threads together the last great tragedy. From the History of Tragedy, Volume 2, Central Library of the Continent of RM3. And yeah, I know no team wants to spend money on like localization when the base script might still not be totally set yet. So whatever. Episode 01, Hero of Our Time. July 1st, year 812, Adventurers Guild. Missing a space there. I'm here, Darosia. Welcome, hero. You look a little down today. Honestly, how long are you gonna call me that? The Galvatein family were the heroes who saved the continent, you know? Look at her pout. Everyone calls me that, even if I don't want them to. That's the problem. That all happened before my father was even born. So there was a tense issue there, right? Wasn't there? Taigi was saying that everyone calls him that. I'm just a novice adventurer now. So, just call me by my name from now on, okay? Alright, I'll try. But did something happen today? Well, actually, it's because of Lenore. You mean Lenore, the elf adventurer I know? That's right, we actually went to the academy together. Even though she's way older than me, she always looked out for me like a sister. Lenore, that's unexpected. We even passed the adventurer exam together and celebrated afterwards. But lately, she's been avoiding me. I feel like I did something wrong, but I have no idea what. Anne? Anne? Aren't you supposed to give me advice now? Haha, just kidding. So are you free this evening? Yeah, I didn't have any plans. I was feeling down anyway, so I was just gonna rest. In that case, why don't you stop by the guild tavern? Lenore's supposed to drop by too. I'll set up a meeting so you two can talk. But meeting her all of a sudden like that feels too abrupt. What if she really has come to hate me? That would just make things more awkward. Don't worry, the Lenore I know wouldn't do that. Besides, if you don't face it, nothing's gonna change. Okay, you're right. I'm an adventurer now, so I'll try confronting it head on. Great, then could you show me today's quests? At this rate, I'll be working overtime and missing lunch. Sorry, I talked way too much, didn't I? Ordinary citizens who submit quests often lack knowledge about monsters. Therefore, you must deduce the monster by combining the described appearance and traits in the quest. The quest paper is stamped with the emblem of the request area. This information becomes a key clue to identify the monster. If you have any questions, ask the adventurer. You can click on the emphasized parts of the request, the adventurer, loot, etc. to interact. Loot, license, deadline, etc. Use the checklist on the right to carefully review all elements. There was once an old man in the village who told tall tales of a mythical beast. One day, the giant bee he spoke of actually appeared, terrorizing the villagers. The old man prepared himself in his ramshackle hut as if he had expected it, and charged at the beast on his meal. The beast fled with his wings torn off, but the old man was severely wounded and never recovered. For the sake of the old knight's honor, please finish the creature off. Okay. What a courageous knight. Actually, the old knight used to be an adventurer when he was younger. He knew a lot of monsters and always warned people about how dangerous they could be. But folks just thought he was telling tall tales. This time, the reason the giant bee showed up, it was because some kids poked at their nest out of curiosity. Even if no one notices, he always steps up to help. I really admire that. Do you think I could become an adventurer like that one day? Of course, you can do it, Dorothea. I'm sure you can. By the way, your license expires in a month. Photograph used to verify the match between the adventurer and their license. Can't open this. So, but I'm not sure what region. I guess we're here, right? And like this is the monster, right? And the loot is here. This is evidence that proves the completion of the quest. This is honey from a giant bee. That's right. Have you ever tried it before? Yes, just once. It was so sweet, it almost gave me a headache. I get that. They say it's a tricky ingredient unless you're a really good cook. That's why in North Slope they make meat with it. Really? I didn't know that. So that's so interesting. Yeah, I'm sure 812 they mean in a... You know, maybe this is a portrait instead of a photograph. So this is actually not me submitting the quest, right? This is her. Isn't this her giving me this as proof that she completed this quest? Thank you so much. I'll see you this evening. It is, yeah. Greetings, Taggy. It's a clear day today. Good to see you, Casley. She's so cute. She looks like Taggy. Just telling a story from a fairy tale, frogs are actually all handsome princes under a curse, and if you give them a kiss filled with love, you can break the spell. But then the next day, from inside the frog, the sides of the house, Clara's voice rang out. Big handsome prince, wake up, I'm here to break your curse. I shut my eyes tight. Please save the innocent fool, Clara. I'm feeling a bit nervous, like my heart's pounding. Yeah, that's right, these are the frog's eggs. So why is this cancelled out? Is this because I have proven that the ingredients are wrong? I think so, right? But they're not though. Sticky egg. Isn't this wrong? Because here there's a... If this is a giant frog, but I can't click on the rest. I can't click on deadline, for example. And I can't click on license. So there's no way for me to check. Oh, wait, there is. Oh, this is, haha, this is manual. Haha. Okay. But this item is wrong, right? Yeah, recheck. Was it not frog eggs? All of New Paville is full of holes now. The farm, the stables, even inside the chicken coop. Thanks to those rat-like bastards digging up the ground, both people and animals are about to end up limping. The problem is they're hiding underground, so we can't even catch them to make soup. I'll leave this to the professionals. Is New Paville a different zone? I don't think so, right? No, so this is still Kingdom. Probably still Kingdom. Rat-like bastards digging up the ground. Spectre? No. Wiki? Probably not. Giant bee? No. Zombie? No. Slime? No. Frog? No. Undine? No. Prairie cat. A rat-shaped monster that frequently appears in pastures and farms. It digs random tunnels, etc. Oh, look, a rat meat. I mean, it's not exactly the same. Welcome back, journers. I smell something delicious. Looks like the meat's kind of cooked. Hey, perfectly cooked, right? I shot a fireball straight into the pit. What? Did that cause any collateral damage? Well, some things around did catch fire. Crops, a few houses, and what else was there? But hey, the quest done and dusted, isn't it? Haha, I guess you're right. So I didn't click this. So this automatically checked off again. July 17th was the deadline. It's fine. Expiration date. What is this? Guild reputation. You're fine. So this is actually different from this, but it's because the meat is kind of cooked. So I mean, okay, fair enough. I got 3 reputation for that. Thanks, Taggy. See you next time. Hey, it's you again. Wait, no. You're a different person. Hey, it's Lunar. I accidentally killed a small furry creature with horns. Then the beast that looked like his mother suddenly appeared and started charging at me. This is what my young nephew said after returning badly injured from a hunting trip in the snowy fields. His thigh was covered in blood, pierced by something sharp. For safety, please slay that demon. Small furry creature with horns. Might be a different area. Snowy reed field. Did the child kill the mother's offspring? Well, technically yes, but not really. Huh? I'm not sure I understand. The child was actually trying to free a monster caught in a bear trap, which makes sense since monster babies can be just as cute as animals. That's right, I'm sure they will look even cuter to children. Sometimes it's hard to tell them apart from animals until they mature. Yeah, anyway, the baby monster ran away from the trap in a panic, but it wasn't bleeding properly and soon ran out of strength and died. And unfortunately, the monster's mother happened to see that. So that's what happened. Snowy reveal. Okay, but who? So this one, right? Horn. And this loot is the same. Yeah, okay. License? It's tomorrow. It expires tomorrow. You better go. Yeah. Really? Inappropriate. Really? So it wasn't this. But I guess the zone was wrong, right? But I mean, maybe, I don't know. Look right to me. Yeah, but as long as I know there's also this guy. But why couldn't it have been one of these? Because the mother, it kind of implied that the mother wasn't aggressive and only charged him because of only charged the child because of. But I guess this one says there's no aggression at all. So when I read this, I thought that it meant that the mother charged the human child because the mother normally has no aggression, but charged a human child due to seeing what happened to her child. But I guess this actually says that the mother, the bison do not aggro at all. Whereas this one charges at anything it perceives as a foe. So yeah, I should have looked for these two, I guess. Anyway, Margaret. Soft cow appears third time already. The barn was reeking something fierce, so I went to have a look. And wouldn't you know it, the cows were dead. Nothing left but hide and bones. This makes the third time already. The worst part is we've got no clue what's done this to them. If it were a monster's doing, at least we'd have some peace of mind. But the only tracks we find are tiny bird prints. It's enough to drive a man mad. Hello, please review the quest. Welcome back, Margaret. How did you handle the monster this time? As you can see, I struck it down with the scripture when its core was exposed. You must be upset that the sacred scripture was defiled. I'm not upset. I'm simply displeased. Still, it was a necessary hardship to vanquish evil. I'm sure 10 years will understand. Your expiry date is next year. This quest is due. Okay, that's fine. Why is your expiry date so far in the future? You must be a top tier adventurer. Okay. Kingdom, I guess. So it's some kind of flying creature. And so someone with a core. Assuming that this person got the correct monster. Nothing left but hide and bones. Well, the only tracks we find are tiny bird prints. So it's more like this guy. It runs on his short legs, right? So tiny bird prints. And injects poison into livestock, then sucks out the flesh, which leaves them with hide and bones. So I think it's this guy, which means that we need this, not whatever this is. Like you fought a gargoyle or something, but it's a wrong monster. I think. Ha! This is the result of her efforts, even after defiling the scripture. She probably killed a slime or something. Yeah, she killed a slime. A jelly type monster. It's a flexible form and can digest almost anything. At its core, there's a nucleus similar to a human heart. Yeah. Hurry up and review it. Excuse me, your expiry date is today. Please renew. Yeah, I'll do my best. Oh, July 3rd. The soldiers are going to hell. Not from war, but from snow removal. Recently, there have been repeated avalanches accompanied by a thudding sound. When we explored the snowy mountains this time, we found a footprint as tall as a person. Seems to be the work of a large monster, so I'm submitting this request. Please resolve it quickly. Why do you think the monsters kept causing avalanches? I found that strange too, so I looked into it. My conclusion? They did it just for fun. You mean they did it for amusement? That's what I just said. Yeah, even smart bees sometimes just kill lives just for fun. Aren't we no different? They probably got some thrill watching humans constantly clearing snow. That's downright cruel. Endless snow clearing, yeah. So much loot, quite an achievement. Yeah, even the yellow cat should learn a thing or two. Yellow cat? You mean Casley? She's no cat, she's a tiger. Does that really matter now? No. Okay, so something to do with snow monster. Probably not you, right? No, you're a watery creature. I'm curious how we see the zone though. Like, I know that it's probably one of these things, right? Like this or something. And these are the things that she got. But how do I tell that this is actually in this zone? Besides the thing about the snow. It feels like it's missing a piece of thing somewhere that tells me what zone this quest is for. Is from. Oh, it is this sigil in the background. This sigil in the background. The sigil is the North Slope sigil. Ah. Okay. Approved. Finally, it's over. I'm gonna sleep for a while. 3 more people to go. Was this sigil? This one. Well, it's been a while. Good to see you, Galen. So, is there some good news? Ha! Took down a beast the size of a house and I felt great. Okay. Grum is hanging onto a bee monster deep in the woods. It's the one who got stung by the bee, alright? Ha ha ha, you mean the guy who just hung there for 3 days straight just for a sip of honey meat? Don't worry, there's some scrapes and muscle aches. No life-threatening injuries. That's a relief. Never thought there'd still be a drinker worthy of a dwarf. I'd love to share a drink with that fellow someday. Giant bee. Tail sting? Yes. This? Yes. It's next year's. Expires next year. Quest? Yes. Expires in August. Approve. Haha, I appreciate your judgment. May the flames of Hephaestus be with you. Oh, nice horns. Hello. Welcome back, Felix. So this is in this zone. So it's this water creature, right? Undine. Watching that sight, a sudden brilliant idea struck me and I couldn't help but shout, Eureka! If I put this thing in the privy, the cleanup would be perfect. My idea was flawless until it started shooting razor-sharp streams in every direction. For some reason, it reacts only to my fresh pollution. The hole in my backside tells of my frustration. Please do something about this. Isn't this your fault? I mean, not your fault, but like the person's fault. The monster, no, was the client okay? Yeah, they had a bandage on their backside and were already looking for their next experiment. Wonder what terrible thing they'll try next. Quite the person. Did I complete the quest properly? Hey, I'm so happy. You did, my dear. Nice to see you, Taggy. Please take a look at the quest report. Oh, you mean the quest that expired a while ago? Welcome back, Olivia. So just for practice, these are slimes. Galvatein icon, melt clothing and armor, creating embarrassing scene. Correct item. But this has long expired, right? So Oh dear, did I mess something up? Unfortunately, you did. Suitable review times 8, failed review times 1. Guild reputation change plus 19, adventurous voice guild complaints, what? Hey, you're here! I've been waiting for quite a while out front. Hello, Galen. Sorry I'm late, did you wait long? Haha, I was just saying that. To taste your cooking, I gladly wait a bit. That you can cook. Thank you for saying so. I'll prep the ingredients and get started right away. What would you like to order today? So I run the tavern. I'm in a mood to sink my teeth into a big hunk of meat. I've been chasing bees all day with my head craned to the sky. I'm hungrier than usual. Oh, and actually, this meat here, orc meat boasts thick, fat, tender slash and rich juices, but the unbearable stench is enough to turn your stomach. I hunted it myself today, so it's fresh. Could you make something with it? With your skills, just a bit of salt would turn it into a masterpiece. Galen, most restaurants don't let customers bring their own ingredients, you know. You're right. That was careless of me. Sorry about that. But I'm different. I'll cook it for you right away. If you successfully cook the ingredients brought by the visitor, your favorability will increase more than normal. Ha ha ha, so you can crack jokes too. I walked right into that one. Magic pot call. Oh, boss. What kind of spoils came in today? My mouth is watering already. Calm down, Carl. You had your fill yesterday too, didn't you? Come now, boss. Humans eat 3 meals a day, but then only get 1. So shouldn't my expectations be triple? Magic cooking pot call is a companion who helps with the tavern's cooking. Actually, the main chef. Feeding Call continuously with various loot helps him grow, enables cooking of higher grade dishes. Put 3 ingredients in the Call's head, the lid part, to start cooking. Understanding the characteristics of the main ingredient and combine with side ingredients and spices. Different events occur depending on the dish served. Try to match the dish with the customer's preference as much as possible. That's a fair point. Orc belly meat. Lightly salted. Where do I even get salt now? Oh, salt. Thick, fat, tender slash and rich juices. Stabilizes unstable, nope. Neutralizes toxin, nope. Helping to firm the texture. Masking unwanted odors. I like the descriptions of the items. Concentrated from the sweetness brought forth by the midday sun, it features a strong and clean sweetness. Grown in volcanic regions, this chili offers a deep and fiery spiciness. A small green bell-shaped fruit that emits a fresh aroma detectable from afar, awakening the appetite and revitalizing the spirit. Refined from beautiful salt crystals mined from the depths of the earth, its balanced saltiness and sparkling crystals delight both the eyes and the palate. Right? Yeah. Oh, there's others as well. Some of these don't look like things I should put in a pot. Okay. Step 2. Select cooking attributes. What? This doesn't tell me what they want me to do with this. But I guess flame because we're cooking meat. I don't know. The thick belly of the orc is cooked to a crispy exterior, while remaining tender on the inside, melting in your mouth. Trash! Serve. Here's your order. Phew, yes, this is it. The smell alone tells me this is going to be amazing. What does this do? Ah, how far back does it go? Start of this event. What does this do? Okay. Thank you. I hope it suits your taste. Let's dig in. Whoa, the outside is crispy and golden, but the inside is soft and juicy. The meat juice floods the mouth like ripe fruit, and the savory fat carries its aroma all the way to my stomach. Your food is always top-notch. I'm truly grateful. Glad you like it. I wish Pesto had a chef like you. Us dwarfs make excellent brews, but our cooking is less impressive. One day, I'd love to treat my comrades to your food. Thank you, but what kind of place is Pesto? I've heard it called the City of Dwarfs, but it's not very well known. Understandable. Most of us rarely come to the surface, so not many have the chance to ask. That's true. Honestly, I can count the dwarfs I've met on one hand. Pesto lies far deeper underground than you might expect. The city is built around a massive furnace gifted by Hephaestus himself, with bridges connecting homes, workshops, and all sorts of buildings across the cliffs. After a day's work, we gather at a Hammerhead's Tavern. The beer there's absolutely divine. Haha, I must be getting old. I'm feeling homesick. Hearing that makes me want to visit someday. Could I ask for more stories like this again? Of course. With food this good, stories are a small price to pay. Ask me anything, anytime. Thank you. Time flew by while we were talking. I really enjoyed the meal today. I'll be back again. Come by anytime. Hello, boss. I'm here. Welcome, Lina. Did something happen? You look upset. It's your fault. Why did you set up a meeting between me and Dorothy? No, the hero, without warning? But I really thought you two needed a chance to talk face to face. And you agreed to it, didn't you? Well, yeah, but now that I'm actually here, my mind's gone blank. I don't know what to say. Life's all about the real thing. What does that mean? Sometimes you just have to dive in to find the answer. Easy for you to say when it's not your problem. Hello, I'm here. Welcome. Today I'm gonna settle things with Lenore for sure. Want to hear the speech I prepared? I think Lenore would be the better audience for that. Oh, you already here, huh? You could have said something. Hello? Lenore, what was that? Are you that determined to keep your distance? No, that's not. Do you really hate me that much now? Why? I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm sorry, okay? Please don't hate me. It's not that I hate you or anything, jeez. Sorry to interrupt, but have you decided on your order? Seriously, in a moment of this? Like this? You really are heartless, boss Taigi. As expected from the iron-blooded inspector. What kind of absurd title is that? Taigi, you got a new title. The iron-blooded inspector. I'll just have something sweet for dessert. You were crying just a second ago. Whatever. Sitting between you two is making me feel like I'm the weird one. Just give me a cup of tea, something light to clear my head. One dessert and one tea. Would either of you like to add anything? As long as it doesn't have meat, I'm good. Anything's fine with me too. The customer has no special request. You may serve any dish from the menu freely. However, if you serve dishes they dislike, favorability will drop. Understood. Hey boss, sounds noisy outside. What, did you make another girl cry today? Wow, this part needs to get recycled. Stop saying weird stuff, Carl. Anyway, it sounds like it's time to serve some proper tea. Got any recommendations? Aha, so you're saying you need my expertise. Give me a moment, I've got just a book for this. When a dish is successfully cooked, it is registered in a cooking recipe. Using the recipe makes cooking easier next time. Okay. You had something like that all along and didn't say? I've been taking my own notes on the side. Haha, what's the fun in giving away everything from the start? A bit of mystery and distance is what makes someone charming. Boss, don't go falling for someone like me too easily, alright? Don't worry, the only things falling for you are the leftover scraps. Tea? Tea? Mana tea? Slime bubble tea. So I don't know which one is sour. She wants well, the sour taste would just be from spices though. So I can either use the giant's essence or slime bubble tea to make this. I assume the dessert thing is a separate thing later. Okay, so I don't actually have any of those. Oh, here we are. So I have one of this and one of this. Sure. So control and absorb the mana, so I need this. No, not this. I need this. And she wants sour taste. Sweetness, spiciness, saltiness. What is sour taste though? I don't have a thing for sour. So this is sweetness. This is spiciness. This is saltiness. This is freshness. Have fun. Yeah, I probably shouldn't use any of those. I probably need either nature or water for this. I'm not sure what the difference these things do. Let's do that. Sure. An elixir filled with mana. So this did come out sour. I guess it's because of this. Drinking a single bottle allows you to cast magic to your heart's content. For about a minute. Here's your order. Boss, drinking something sour really calms the mind, thanks. A sincere smile spreads across Linao's face. Linao took a sip of tea and gave me a small, shy smile. Oh look, Taggy, she likes you. As she opened up with a noticeably softer expression, Dorosia's face gradually began to soften as well. Really, sis? Is that really the only reason? I told you it's true. How many times do I have to say it? It wasn't because you disliked me or anything. I honestly thought I hated myself. That can't be true. Seems the two are still sorting out their feelings. Let's get the remaining dishes ready quickly. Okay. Dessert. Something with sweet taste. But sweet taste is determined by the third item, right? So this doesn't really matter. Blood pudding. I don't think I have any of that. Oh, I do. How do I get more of these? Frostia Chabet. Golden shaved ice. Harpy egg pancake. Do I even have? I do have one of everything basically. Siren macaron. Snowman snack. So this again. Yeah, I still have multiple ones of these. So I can really just make whatever I want. Don't know which is better though. Let's make the snowman snack. No, dessert times one, sweet taste. Let's make the siren macaron. Hard exterior pulses with a life force that feels as if it could burst out any moment. So it's a hard exterior. I don't really know what this wants. Precious orb carried by mermaids. Hard exterior, pulses for life force. Like, what would I need for this? Like, this is not unstable. Or does it? With pulses that feel, the life force that feels as if it could burst out at any moment. I mean, I wouldn't call it unstable. Oh, I don't know. Put this in anyway. I want to see what happens. So, you want sweet. So, sweetness. So, I'm not flaming and I'm not watering here. I don't know the difference between frosting. I think frosting is probably what I probably need. Maybe. We'll see. I'm curious what happens if I pick random things. Cooking. Porridge. Oh, that's not good. And let's not trash that. So that it didn't like whatever I made there. But I'm not sure why. Because I assume that oh, the frosting must be porridge. So this is fire and this was water. So dessert must be the nature thing in the middle. So what they don't tell you is here when I select I'll do it later and show you. Okay. I think I see what's happening. So let's say frostier sherbet. Throw this in. The sub single tear shed by Yeti at the moment of death. Contains pure condensed coal. And you want sweet. Should be this one. So this, no, not this. So this, I'm selecting cooking attribute. This actually corresponds to this. So frost is soup, flame is grilled, nature is dessert, water is drink. But they don't tell you this, which is why when I selected the ingredients here earlier and I hit frost, it made me porridge. I should have selected this and this, but it doesn't tell you that. Cooking. Nope, that's not true. So this also went bad. But why? It's because of the second ingredient, right? Huh. If I do this, so this one is easy because this is venom, so you need to put in this, and for spices it has to be this. But for this, I'm still going to go with the theory that I'm supposed to select this for desserts, but I'm not actually sure. I don't know if this will create porridge or whatever. So it did create, so it's actually the element that's a problem. But why? How? Why? It's obviously not fire. So I don't know how to create what they want. So if I throw this in, The smell is overwhelming, and it seems likely to disperse. Smell is actually either one's this or this, possibly both. Disperse in liquid form. But here, I don't know what they want. It's not frost and it's not nature. But it can't be flame, right? I'm not making a blood pudding using flame. But this creates tea, doesn't it? So how do they want? This seems like a weird guessing game. Huh. I don't want to select flame or water. It can't be. Flame is this, water is this. Go frost again. Sure. Porridge again? Yeah. So I don't know what they want. It's very weird. And I don't have much ingredients left. Right? But we might as well try. Happy egg pancake. Removing the sticky membrane, so they want this. Spices, they want this. And again, what element? This. Nope. I don't know. I feel like there's something wrong with the game itself here. I mean, I still have 2 more attempts, I guess, technically. I could use the Tears of Winter one, which is this. No, that's pure droplets. Oh, it actually gave me back some of these ingredients. So I can actually make like something like this again. I have more than one of this. I also don't know why it tells me. Oh, this is how many users, I guess. So this and this. But what do they want? Like water? Can't be though. No. Well, if I can try it again, I'm gonna try it again. Poison. This. So I'll try water. I've tried nature, I think, but I'll do it again. So sweet, even a single bite can make you dizzy, that's me. There's venom, so you use this. Spices. Golden dew. So it's not this, it's not this. Can't possibly be flame. But I feel like I've tried the other combinations already. And it can't possibly be the last one as well. So unless... I seem to have infinite ingredients, so I'm just going to try it anyway. Just to make sure that I've tried all 4. Oh, that worked. It was once a dessert that caused a sensation in the Emerald Kingdom. But now, due to a lack of honey supply from a certain adventurer, it has become an invisible sweet shaved ice. So I think it's possible that you get infinite tries for this. You just have to find the right combo. And not all the desserts use ice. Or not all the desserts, or not all the teas might use water or something. I don't know. But not all the main meals might use fire. Some might use one of the other ingredients. You have to kind of trial and error until you find it and unlock the recipe. Your order is ready. Ah, thank you, Honor. Dorothea tried quickly. I guarantee the owner's cooking. Wow, it looks really tasty. So sweet and smooth. The moment it touches my lips, the sweetness waves softly like a tide, wrapping around me. But it's not too sweet, so the dessert sings harmoniously in my mouth. Thank you for the meal. Seeing the expressions on both of your faces, it looks like things went well. Yes, of course. Thanks to the delicious food, my mood has improved even more. Right. This time I really had to rely on the boss in many ways. That's me. That's you, Tagi. Then may I ask, what happened between you two? Trying to dig up the lady's secrets, huh? Isn't that an occupational hazard? Yeah, I think so too. No, if it's something difficult to talk about, I won't pry any further. I was just purely curious. Sometimes I think the boss is a bit narrow-minded. I don't feel neglected or anything like that. Really? You two have such great chemistry, huh? Actually, it wasn't a big deal. I just didn't know how to treat Dorothea, so I kept my distance. Which means, it's exactly as you think. I didn't know Dorothea's background. The kid who couldn't even properly swing a practiced wooden sword turned out to be the heir of a tremendous family. That sounds like a story from a fairy tale. Sis, maybe we don't need to talk about that now. I didn't know either, so I scolded her like a little sister and spent time with her. Honestly, I even worried she might have been buried in Lake Serentia by hired assassins and become a drowned. I bet the instructors at the Adventurers Academy who found out the truth are having nightmares every day now. Well, the Galvatein family stands shoulder to shoulder with the human kings, the elf elders, the clergy of religious orders, power on a national scale. This is why I hide my origins. Honestly, I don't dislike the respectful looks toward my family. They really do hold some influence, but the achievements of the first hero are stories even my grandfather has never seen. Still, people call me the hero family, the heir of the Galvatein family. But I'm just me. I have the name Dorothea, and even now I exist fully as myself. I silently look at Dorothea. I'm sorry. I suddenly felt unfair to... There's definitely some translation issues here and there. Hopefully they fix it. Boss, as you can see, Dorothea is quite ordinary and fragile for a hero. On her first quest, she even came back without her weapon after a slime took it, and she confidently went to catch a prairie cat but returned covered in dirt. Sis, why are you telling such embarrassing stories all of a sudden? I just suddenly thought about it today. Whether the person in front of me is a hero, a mage, a human, or a dwarf. Well, dwarves are a bit different, but what does it matter? In the end, the person before me is just the same clumsy kid I remember. I see. Cause many rumors will spread in the future. The descendant of the golden hero and an elf who left the world tree forest. There's juicy gossip for anyone. But I'm used to that by now. And since she's from the hero's family who saved the world, how could they not treat her well? Of course, sis trust me. I'm only an apprentice adventurer now, but I'll rise on my own strength and reach the top. Then, at the highest place, I'll crush those rumors so no one dares to say such things. Again, translation issues. Is that so? What do you think, cool-headed boss? She's the hero that fits this era best. I see. Then I'll guess I have to believe in her for sure. Thanks for arranging this, boss. Me too, receptionist. Thank you for today. I'm going out to talk more about what we didn't finish today. I'll come again. Feel free to visit anytime. Episode 1, finish. A name once sung in legend walks the world anew. So, I guess one episode is one day. And this is probably not something in the demo. Or maybe they are. Maybe it is. Originally, dwarves are those who live deep underground alongside metals. Because of that, it's quite rare to encounter them on the surface. Yet now, such dwarves has appeared right in front of the guild. Not just one or two, but a dozen or so, arranged in disciplined formation, silently staring at the guild. A dwarf clad in full plate armor raised a dark red banner. And at the same time, there was background music that suddenly echoed against the stone walls. Honor to the dwarves, glory to Esther. Offering our hearts to the flames of Hephaestus, the brave sons of Hephaestus have arrived here. The ancient tongue of the dwarves' declaration was so solemn, it brought a momentary silence inside and outside the guild. At that unprecedented sight, an awkward stillness hung in the air. Then a dwarf carrying a war hammer nearly as large as himself began to walk forward slowly. It's been 4 months since we last met, Taggy. That voice, could it be? It looks like this story will get long, so let's go inside and talk. Two princesses, one name. Ooh. This is a lot further than July. That was July the 1st, right? Now we're in October. Ha ha ha! Now that I've taken off my helmet, I finally feel a bit alive. Is it really been 4 months? Has it really? Good to see you, Taggy. So it was you, Galen. But that scene just now. My old man is quite a conservative fellow. He had no choice but to officially announce the delegation's visit according to tradition. I regret causing you unintended trouble. I offer my sincere apologies for that. No, it was an honor to witness the dwarf's oath firsthand. But is there something urgent going on? Haha, the kind of thing you're worried about isn't the case. It's just a minor issue that brought the delegation here. A minor issue? Well, it's a bit embarrassing to say, but a princess ran away from the castle 5 days ago. I see. No, isn't that a huge problem? Haha, the princess has been very free-spirited since she was young. Sneaking out of the castle to explore Epesto. Wasn't Epesto with an I earlier? Was her daily routine, and 3 years ago she even travelled near the Elven Forest. Besides, if it's the princess I know, there's little reason to worry about her safety. If you say so confidently, Galen, then I suppose it's truly fine. But to my old man, the princess still looks like a young child. He's so worried that just the other day, he hammered his own finger instead of iron. A man who has spent half his life hammering and forging. You must be really worried. Indeed, that's why I'm leading this delegation as a representative of Epesto. On the surface, we handled it as a trade negotiation with the guild, so there should be no problem. Certainly, it's better that this matter doesn't become widely known. Right, the fewer who know, the better. The princess's disappearance could cause unnecessary misunderstandings and conflicts. But I've already heard everything, so what do I do now? That's just how it is. I can't just melt a valuable asset like you in the furnace, so there's no choice but for you to join us. Galen, you planned this from the start. Hehehe. Then let's get straight to the point. You must gather clues about the princess's whereabouts through adventurers. But there's one thing you should know beforehand. What is it? Coincidentally, the day after the princess disappeared, a woman with the same name also went missing. Based on eyewitness reports, they look quite similar, so we've made several false leads. Understood? Then my job is to collect accurate information. Exactly. I feel sorry for that girl, but my priority is the princess. We'll keep gathering information, but nowhere gathers news across the continent like the guild does. That means your information will play the most important role. Understood. Leave it to me. Today, I'm not Galen the adventurer, but here as a member of Epesto's delegation. As Hephaestus' son, I can't just accept your kindness without returning a favor. If your help brings a good resolution, I will formally request from the old man to present you with one of the dwarf's treasures as thanks. I humbly ask for your cooperation. Information related to events is automatically recorded in the collection note. Hover the mouse to see details. Princess Asabella of the dwarves has vanished, and Galen has come seeking help. To make matters worse, another woman with the same name and looks disappeared around the same time. Obviously the same person. A dwarf envoy described the princess. Soft violet hair, the fairest among dwarves, boisterous spirit, heavy drinker, formidable warrior, and a habit of staring off as if remembering someone. Whether any of this will truly help is uncertain. We can see the map now. Don't know why they didn't just give this to us the first time, on the first day. Oh, I can scroll. Okay, never mind. The Forest of Elf. They might need a better name for this one. The Forest of Elf. Cool. Escape. So we have 11 people today. I'm surprised they let us play a second day. I assumed the demo was only going to be 1 day long. Hello receptionist, I've completed the quest. Welcome, Miss Galvatein. Receptionist, can I ask you something? Of course, ask me anything. Why do you still say my name so formally? Huh? You call me Miss Galvatein, but you call Lenore so casually. Well, even so, I feel calling the heir of Galvatein just by a name might be too informal. Receptionist, didn't we settle this last time? Wait a minute. But you, Miss Galvatein, call me receptionist. Then, hey buddy, you can be casual too. I'm sorry. Let's just look over the quest. Yes. Why is this person reminding me of Emmy? Why does she remind me of Emmy? Okay, anyway. The river died with golden blood. Gold coin fell from the carriage crossing the bridge. The shining coin began sinking beneath the surface and man threw himself over the railing. When he managed to retrieve a few coins, people driven by greed started diving into the river one after another. Blinded by desire, they struggled and fought underwater, losing their lives, and eventually became monsters trapped on the riverbed guarding the remaining coins. Someone needed to purify this river. So these must be the coins. Yes, these are the coins that bewitched those who became monsters. What happened to the remaining gold coins? After the monster hunt, my family separately collected them and donated them all to an orphanage. Okay, so expiry date. You're fine for now. This quest deadline, you're fine for now. Check. How do I ask about Isabella? Have you ever met anyone like this during your adventures? Oh, I think I've heard that name before. Where was it? I'm sure I have. If you remember more, feel free to tell me anytime. That was the Black Cat's nap. Could you tell me more about that story? There was a map. That was a location on a map. Dorothea shared the story from her memories. Huh? What? That was it? Okay, whatever. It gave me some kind of contextual clue. I can actually move these around. The Black Cat's nap is over here. It's a location. What did I actually do? So it gave me this. Drinking the entire barrel. They say Isabella, as she appeared in the Black Cat's nap, emptied an entire oak barrel by herself. Even Grum, a famed drinker in his own right, collapsed in exhaustion trying to keep up with her. Interesting. Now what about this? So this is not... So this is not actually a monster, right? It's not monster related. It's not a specific monster. Because this is a curse thing. This is the icon here is this thing. So it should be a monster in here. But I don't think any of these guys actually drop a coin. And that's because the drown. I see. Okay. Yeah, so this is the description of like a drown. Those who die in the water, harboring hatred and revenge, transform into drown. And this old rusty coin is indeed the correct dude. So, approve. Thank you so much. I can really feel myself growing step by step as an adventurer. Hello. I've completed the quest. Hello, Felix. Hey, don't you smell something weird? Compare the photo on the license to the adventurer's appearance and click suspicious parts of the adventurer's appearance to verify identity. Yeah, I really don't know. Your appearance seems a bit different. If you mean my hair, well, there's a reason for that. What happened? After I defeated the frog from the quest, I helped clear the eggs from the lake for several days. But one of the frog's bodies I set aside kept swelling day by day. Could it be that it burst? That's right. So I ended up covered in its cuts all over. After that, my hair color changed. Actually, there's also a smell. Felix, no matter how much I wash, the smell wouldn't go away. So I'm sorry for the smell. Calm down, Felix. I wasn't gonna say anything bad. Honestly, it doesn't smell that bad. Really? Thank goodness. Okay, so she, frog in Galvatein. This thing. Yeah, you got a sticky egg, alright. If one egg is this big, the frog in the quest must have been huge. That's right. And on top of that, his belly was full of all kinds of strange things. So he was really, really tough. Yeah. License correct. Deadline correct. Have you ever met someone like this during your adventures? Oh, you mean that beautiful lady? I remember seeing her in the Black Cat's nap. Thanks to that, I got a free meal. Hehe. Could you tell me more about that story? One evening at the Black Cat's nap, a lively adventurer challenged the crowd to a drinking contest. Surprisingly, the winner was a slender woman named Isabella. It wasn't that she drank well, rather it seemed as though alcohol had no effect on her at all. I really went through a lot. I'm glad it ended well. I'm glad too. Hello! I've completed the hunt with a bang. Welcome, journalist. I like how she holds her staff the same way that her portrait holds her staff as well. And her hand on the hip is the exact same way as her hand on the hip here. So, smelly giants with mushrooms. So this icon is from Estelle. This is a new zone. Smelly giants with mushrooms growing on their back showed up again. Choose one side to spare. 5 faster swords or 5 dwarves. What a horrible choice is that? Of course I chose my beloved weapons. Okay, so you guys look like the mushrooms on your back, right? So trolls. So this is from a troll, correct. This heart is full of mana. As expected, Taigi recognized it well. Loot containing mana like this is really rare. If only I hadn't bought that moisturizing cream for elves last week, I could have bought some as research materials. License? Correct. Deadline? Uh-oh. You're way over the deadline, so this will be a reject. Have you ever met someone like this during your adventures? You mean the princess who appeared recently at that library? The princess? Yes, everyone calls her that because of how beautiful she was. I heard she was so moved while reading that she even shed tears. People say she looked like a pearl rain falling from the sky. Could you tell me more about the story? Isabella visited the Armory Library, and as she read, pearl-like tears began to fall from her eyes. Men nearby, one after another, rushed to offer the handkerchiefs. So many, in fact, that she soon had to leave. The title of the book she had been reading was The Scholar Who Loved a Witch. So this is a reject because of this. Did I make a mistake? Yes, you did. You're too slow. Hello, I've completed the quest. Hello. Though I don't think we've met before. Ah haha, I guess that makes sense. I'm a very busy adventurer, you see. Ha! Is someone pretending to be Lena? This is a picture with a house sprite in it. I studied a lot about monsters. Know your enemy and you'll... Stop scrolling. Know your enemy and you'll win every time. No matter the quest is nothing in front of a clever elf like me. But it was a close call. What do you mean by that? If the drawing had been just a little worse, I don't think the monster would have even looked at it. Ha! What nonsense is that? I drew it so well. Or did I? So she's trying to complete this quest by giving me a picture of... Right. So that's why the house is so cheap. It's a common tale. Ghost haunting or someone dying there. There's no way a perfectly fine house would go for that cheap, right? You're quite knowledgeable for someone your age. Of course, I do know everything. Thank you so much. Yeah, so this is... Everything checks out in theory, but this is not Lena. Your face looks different from the license. It's similar, but there's definitely a difference. Eh? No way, take a closer look again. Anyone can see it's Ria. I mean, Lena. You just said Ria. I said Lena. No. Have you by any chance met someone like this during your adventures? Ah, that nuisance. I heard people whispering about her not too long ago. Apparently she was reading a book in the library and suddenly burst into tears loudly. She was so loud they kicked her out right away. Could you tell me more about that story? Isabella visited the Armtree Library and eagerly opened a book. But before long, she was overcome with emotion, her tears soaking the pages. The title of the book she nearly got thrown out for reading was said to be The Love of Flame and Leaf. How dare you bring such disgrace upon a future legend like me? Just wait and see, receptionist. Hello there. Adventurer Bites, reporting successful completion of the quest. Hello, Mr. Bites. Around the time Helen was eating her 7th walnut pie, I was shouting with joy over an incredible new record. Then another Helen came down from the attic and... What is that huge pig? She yelled, grabbed me and ran out of the house. Why were there 2 Helens? Adventurers, please help me find the real one. This zone is... New Azalea. Huge pig is the orc. But that's not what they're actually asking, right? This is more like a doppelganger. Naga? No, there's no doppelganger or anything. It must be the orc. What is this? Could this be the loot from a different monster? When I arrived, the monster had already disappeared elsewhere. The client described the monster as a moss ball. I mean... No? Have you ever met someone like this during your adventures? Ah, you mean her? I met her in New Azalea. It was at the Flames Overture Hot Springs, where I went to relax my tired body. Could you tell me more about this story? A woman who introduced herself as Isabella visited Prelude of Flame, the famed hot spring. With a hearty laugh, she said she longed for this place, and from her, the rich scent of barley ale lingered in the air. I can also question him about something. Bites, what's with that state of yours? Sounds like the quest was really tough. No, not at all. You can be honest with me. It wasn't hard at all. Then what's with this dirty look? Well, I just like playing the dirt. Everyone does that sometimes, right? Alright, I'll buy that. However, I won't buy this. This item is wrong. Ah, haha, maybe I was a bit too confident. I think. Hello, please reception my quest. What? Since when reception a verb? Welcome, Margaret. Have you encountered someone like this? Now that you mention it, on my way back from New Azala, I met a woman who looked quite similar. While my own body reeked of metallic blood, she, with her violet hair, smelled absolutely lovely. A woman with pale violet hair passed through the port of the Gold Coast, her face alight with excitement as she boarded the ship. They say the air around her was filled with the soft, lingering scent of anemones. Anemones? Anemones? Now, license expiration? 1 year from now? Fine. Quest deadline? 1 week from now? Fine. Gravekeeper of New Azala. Okay, so let's go to New Azala. At the same time, a group rose from the earthen base and marched to the village at once. So, undead, basically. I don't think this matches. These look... Huh? Is that a problem? I verified that the quest involved the undead. Wasn't it about the bloody bad attack? That's part of it too, but... No, this was the person who died. These were the 3 people who rose. So it's not that he got killed by a bat. It's that someone who got killed by a bat rose as one of the zombies. So goodbye. Huh, how very demanding. Hello boss, I've completed another quest today. Welcome back, Linal. Have you ever encountered someone like this? I think I heard a tale of someone similar in Serentia. The locals call her something odd. What was it again? The woman who commands the waves? Serentia, the largest lake on the continent, was suddenly stirred by powerful currents. Startled villagers rushed to investigate, only to witness an unbelievable sight. Someone was calmly swimming through the very heart of the lake. Okay. License? Check. Quest deadline? Check. Quest zone is... This zone is... Estelle. My brother went to the storage room and vanished within a trace. All that was left was an old box. So he got chewed up by a mimic, right? Wait, you don't have any loot, right? What was the problem? Actually, there was no monster. The quest description doesn't directly mention any monsters either. That's right, all it was an unpleasant chest. So you didn't kill the mimic. Look, she's sweating. She knows. Look. Should I quit being an adventurer? Hello, Taigi. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hello, Olivia. Have you ever met someone like this during your adventures? Oh, I heard something about her when I visited my hometown. Your hometown? Would that be near Canalia? Yes, that's right. There's a religion called the Freya Order that only the locals trust. And recently, among their followers, a woman has been mentioned consistently. Her description matches many of the characteristics you just mentioned about the princess. The number of hopeful followers wishing to join the Church of Freya has surged dramatically. The reason is a woman was seen washing her face in Mirror Lake, and the villagers, upon witnessing her, declared in fervent awe that the goddess had descended into the mortal realm. Nice. This dwarf princess has been going all over the place. License check. Oh, quest not checked. Quest deadline failed. But what was the quest? So this is Kingdom Galvatein. Why is my cursor stuck with a little speech bubble over it now? Okay, there we go. So this is a siren, right? No, this is a dancing one. It's not a. This is a singing creature. I don't think there is a creature that matches this. That rotten stench is stabbing my nose. This is really the worst. Right, I was so conflicted over it, you know. Should I just scrap the quest altogether, I thought? I'd probably do the same. Carrying this all the way back to the guild. I know it's normal to inspect the loot for quest reception, but I think in situations like this we need a different approach. That's true. But also, I'm not sure what creature you actually found. Like, seriously, I have no idea what creature this is supposed to be. Oh, this is a zombie. So you kill a zombie. But that has nothing to do with this quest. And also you're overdue, so reject. Oh my, did I make a mistake? Feels like I waited unusually long today. I'm sorry, Selpha. Today I had a few things to ask other adventurers, while reception is faster than usual for you. Have you ever met someone like this though? I'm not sure if it's exactly the person you're talking about, but I have seen a woman with a similar appearance. Is it okay to have such uncertain information? Yes, of course, I'll be the one to judge. It was the day the champion defense match was held at the Freedom Arena. The dwarf challenger cornered, pulled out a hidden weapon, and almost at the same time, something fell into the center of the arena. It was a loud noise like a falling star. Sounds like a story I've heard somewhere before. Anyway, a child nearby burst into tears from the commotion, and a woman behind comforted the child using magic. Her name was Isabella. Could you tell me more about the story? Cat Candy Bouquet. While watching a match at the Arena of Freedom, Isabella noticed a child crying amid the sudden commotion. She handed the little one a small bottle, and when it was opened, a puff of smoke burst out, followed by a cat-shaped candy blooming like a flower. Could she possess some kind of special magic? Okay. 12, 12, 19? Yes. October 26? Check. Zone is Estelle. A stone that even a dwarf pickaxe can't break. How did you manage to defeat such a monster, Selpha? I split it in half. Really? I cut it with my sword, that's all. I suspect that you're really amazing, Selpha. Is that so? This is basic stuff, so don't praise me too much. So some kind of rock monster. You. Car. Yep. Everything checks out. Approve. You set your reception quickly, but it took forever. I'm exhausted, so I'm just gonna sleep for a while, sorry. 2 more people to go. It's been a while, Taigi, oh dear. I've completed the quest again today. Welcome back, Castley. Oh, I just thought I'd ask. Nothing comes to mind, you don't have to force an answer. Ah, I remember now, the Arena of Freedom. The arena located in New Azalea? Azila? That's right. Yes, that's right. The woman prince who saved the champion in distress, in danger, and embraced the princess. Now that you mention it, can there really be a woman prince? On the day of the champion's title defense at the Arena of Freedom, the challenger lost control and drew a bladed weapon. Just then, a woman stormed the arena and saved the champion from danger. They say the champion, carried out in her arms like a princess, was blushing bright red. 1026. Yes. Quest deadline. Yes. What's up with your appearance? What's a scar on your eye? The baby bear. The baby bear? It's just too cute. Ah. The size is quite large. At this size, all the guild adventurers could eat their fill. A baby bear. It was cute. Sorry. Okay, so the zone is Azala again. No, Estelle again. Kill a bear. Which of this is even a bear? This? Luna bear. Looks right. Thank you. See you next time. One more fellow. It's good to see you. So, have you had any success gathering information? Yes, Galen. The characters appearing may differ depending on choices. Thanks to the adventurers, I was able to collect various reports related to the princess. Haha, I knew I could count on you. Well then, time is short, so let's get right to it. Yes, sounds good. How should I deliver the information to you? I'll point out one confirmed incident at a time. Then you can provide me whatever information you've uncovered related to the event. Understood. According to the investigation team, the princess visited an inn. If you've heard anything about a black cat's nap, let me know. Black cat's nap here. Black cat's nap here. So both of them are correct. Haha, this is our princess, alright. Proper dwarf should be able to empty a barrel like it's nothing. I bet she looked quite the sight, that ale lover. But that name sounds awfully familiar. Now for the second question. Apparently there was a minor commotion at the library. Do you think our princess might have been involved? Don't know which one is correct. I don't know if it makes a difference. You might just need either one of the two. She shed pearl-like tears, you say? What is this nonsense fit for a dwarf shaving manual? No, this doesn't sound like something a princess would be into. Oh. Huh. Waiting for the next question. Now that I think of it, our princess is known for a distinct scent, isn't she? If you found any clues related to her body scent, let me hear it. So, scent of barley beer? Now that's reliable info. True dwarf sweat beer. So of course she'd reek of the stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if she had a drink after hot spring soak too. She sure did. Right. It seems the princess also visited a lake. Any word related to that? Which one? What's the clue here that removes one, that disqualifies one? I'm gonna pick Goddess at Mirror Lake. Well, one of the two is correct and one's wrong. So waves on the lake says Serencia, the largest lake. Yeah, I wouldn't pick this one. Because maybe I don't think she'd be swimming. I don't think that's a dwarf thing. Oh, you wouldn't pick this one. Why not? See, that non-dwarves wouldn't call her dwarf goddess. I think they did say that she was pretty. She was pretty though, but see the thing that that gives me pause about this one is washing her face. I don't know if that's, yeah, I know it's pretty to dwarves, but yeah, I don't know. Would she wash her face? Or would she avoid swimming? That's what I'm not sure about. I feel like they gave me some contextual clues at the very start when we were talking, but I don't remember them. Possibly. Yeah, I don't recall. You know what? I don't think... Let's see what happens if we pick this anyway. I don't think this really matters. Ha ha ha! She stirred waves in the lake, didn't she? What a wild and unpredictable princess she is. You're right, by the way. Wasn't she just a little one not so long ago? And now she's grown into such a brave, magnificent woman. It moves me deeply, truly. Waiting for the next question. Now, here's the last question. I've heard the princess's most frequent remark this year was that she'd love to visit the arena one day. If that's true, then she must have gone to the Arena of Freedom. Got any information about that? So either she handed the little one a small bottle and when it was opened, a puff of smoke burst out, followed by a cat-shaped candy blooming like a flower, or she stormed into the arena and saved the champion from danger. I mean, I want to pick this regardless of whether this is the correct one or not. Yeah, who carried the champion? Sounds like an epic ballad. If you want to stand against injustice, you need power to match. Half-hearted kindness is just hypocrisy. But our princess, she has it all. A good heart and the strength to act on it. That's all the information I've gathered. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for cooperation. I'm sure you'll greatly aid in finding the princess. I'll bring more news the next time I visit. I'll be looking forward to it, Mr. Galen. Nice. Galvatein Adventurers Guild. Thanks for playing. Character lock. Princess Isabella. Ooh, she's a dwarf, alright. Character lock. Alchemist Isabella. Ah, there are two different ones. Ah, two characters. Interesting. Wait, does that mean that if I return to the main menu and I start playing now? Yes. Can I actually pick my character? I doubt it, right? No, it's just for the new game. Yeah, we've seen this before. Very nice, very nice. Okay, we're not going to this again. Main menu. So this is an interesting game. It's very story focused. And there's obviously I like that mystery thing that they try to come up with. I don't know how well that will work in future chapters though. But so far the one that they presented was pretty neat, pretty interesting. And it seems to have... I wonder what repercussions you have for answering all of them correctly versus answering all of them wrongly. It looked like I unlocked both characters anyway, whatever that means. And in fact, when they say unlock, it doesn't actually mean you start with a new character. It just means that the characters will come to your inn, right? It could be unlock one, or it could be that they don't have the art for the other one yet, or they're keeping it a mystery on purpose, so it's silhouetted. Because it did say unlock for both, so I guess we'll have to find out when the new game, when the full game comes. Interesting thing. I did not like the cooking minigame though. That one felt kind of... I liked the tavern chat, and the cooking part thing was interesting enough, but the cooking minigame itself was weird. But I guess if you have infinite ingredients as I seem to have, then it was that's more okay. Like you're trial and guessing to figure out the cookbook. But yeah, I don't know, it was weird. The picking an element thing part was weird. They didn't explain that part at all. But maybe that's the way it meant to be. Since I didn't seem to run out of ingredients anyway, maybe you're just supposed to trial and error until you find the correct ingredients, for all I know. Anyway, Galvatein Adventurers Guild. Cool game, I like it. Let me stop my recording.